All right, kids, let's take a quick look at the markets going into the weekend. Bitcoin is looking strong today, pumping up. We were at 22,000, got a little bit of a rejection back down to 21.6. Ethereum at 1,200. BNB 241. BNB is pumping strong. If you got your BNB at 190, now might be a good time to take some profits. Cardano hanging out at 46 cents. Solana pumping up to 38. And it looks like I won't be getting my Polymatic for 40 cents this week because it's back up to 58. Man, I really want to get some Polymatic, and I should have bought some last month. I really should have. All right, let's see what Gareth Soloway has to say. Keep in mind, folks, Gareth Soloway, pro trader. He's basically called the top of this market. He's pretty much been spot on. Does he think we're going to get some more bullish momentum for the next couple weeks, or does he think we're going to dump? Let's see.
Kind of moving a little bit to the upside. Is this good news, bad news? What do you got?
No, I think it's good news. I think that Bitcoin is long overdue for a little bit of good news and a little bit of a pop recently here. There was just so much negative sentiment over the last month, I would say, especially, you had Celsius, you had all these other things going on. And one of the things that stuck out to me is when we heard about that Voyager bankruptcy is that crypto didn't drop, right? It was kind of like, meh. Okay, and that's whenever you see that, that's a pivot point, right? That's a key when something doesn't sell off on bad news. So I liked that. If you look at the chart, I mean, here I can show my charts here real quick. But one of the things that I'm a big fan of is that 2017 high, at least for a near-term bounce. And if we jump over to the monthly, you can clearly see, I mean, yeah, we pierced the line here, but that thing's holding. I mean, that is absolutely holding. So I got upside targets for me in the near term is that 25,000 level. So if I put a line, actually, let's take a step.
All right, folks, there you have it. Gareth Soloway thinks we might be able to get a pump back up to 25,000. He's been making the rounds today on all the big YouTube channels. I've been following Gareth for the last 6-7 months. Really one of the few people who's been spot on calling this market. And he has some really cool trades too. For me, it's hard to believe that Bitcoin would actually get a pump all the way back up to 25,000. If that does happen, these altcoins are going to go crazy, which you're going to really be glad you bought these altcoins the last couple months on these dumps, because you'll probably see Cardano over $1 again, maybe even $1.50. BNB back up to 350, 300. Solana $60, $70. Theta, I think we could get Theta to $2, maybe $2.50. What's Theta at right now? Like 130 or something? Okay, 124. Yeah, Theta's due for a pretty big pump too. So a lot of these altcoins will go crazy if that happens. I'm not getting excited right now, folks. I just don't. I mean, look, it could happen. We could go to 25,000 and then dump from there. You do have the Cardano hard fork coming up end of July if it doesn't get canceled again. So it could work out perfectly with Bitcoin going up the next couple of weeks. Then you have the halving, and then we get a crazy-ass Cardano pump. I actually found this article right here. Talking about can Cardano see 140% rally in a few months, and they're pretty much just saying, look, you got the hard fork, Bitcoin looking bullish. Can Cardano get back up to over $2, then pretty much dump? They're actually saying could the price basically hit its all-time high of 2.9 and then basically crash right back down to $1? I think that could happen. I made a video yesterday talking about that. Like I said, the planets would have to align if that happened. What I see is, folks, I've been in the market since 2017. We're going to be in a boring range that's going to fake a lot of people out. What does that mean? That means you're going to see Bitcoin go up probably up to, within the next 12 months, you're probably going to see Bitcoin go back up to $35, $40, maybe even $45,000. And everybody's going to get very, very bullish. And we're still going to be another year away from the Bitcoin halving. And people are going to get bullish, and I'm not. And I'll probably sell a lot of my long-term holdback at that point. If Bitcoin's back up to like $40,000 and we still have another year until the halving, to me that's completely bearish. I'm going to get out and basically look to buy lower. If Cardano's back up to like 2.8, right around the previous all-time high, and we're not near that halving, I'm going to get out. Now, if Bitcoin's at $50,000, $60,000 and the halving's a month away, I'm in. I'm fully in. I'm ready to go, rocket ship going. But I'm not going to be getting too excited over these ranges other than taking profits on some of my long-term holds. Because if I can sell Cardano back at like over $2.50, $3, I have a lot of Cardano still that I got at like 20 cents, 10 cents. So, and if Theta goes back up to $4, $5, $6, because Bitcoin's back up to $40,000, I will absolutely sell some, depending on where we are in the timeline. If we're not close enough to that happening, meaning we still got another year to that happening, I'm pulling out, folks. I'm pulling out. I'm looking for a major jump, just like this article says. Basically, hit $3, then dump back down to $1. I guess my point is, don't get too bullish, folks. We're going to be in a range. It's a wave for the next 12 months. 15,000. Oh my God, it's all over. 30,000. Yay. 40,000. Okay, we're back to all-time highs. Oh no, back down to 20,000. Oh God, it's all over. Now we're back up to 30,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what happened the last time. This is what happened in 2020 and 2021. 2019. Oh my God. I mean, people forget. 2018 was so depressing. Bitcoin was up and down, never up and down. I mean, Cardano, 5 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, 5 cents, 8 cents, 12 cents. Oh, it's going to the moon. 5 cents. I mean, this is what we're in for right now, and I'm not messing around this time. I'm looking to trade some of this crap and get cheap coins to hold for the next halvening. But I don't trust jack squat in these crypto markets until we get close to that happening. And that's basically what I've noticed on my research and what I lived through in 2017. So we'll see. I hope Gareth is right. I really do. Getting the pump up back up to $25,000, $30,000 in the near term would be absolutely incredible for some of these altcoins. Bitcoin heads towards its best week since October. I don't get this article because I don't know how this is Bitcoin's best week since October. I mean, we're at 21,000. So I don't. CNBC, I think, just makes shit up. Maybe on some chart it's like the best, or maybe someone altcoin is outperforming. I don't know. I mean, have we even been that bullish the last couple of weeks? I mean, we're bullish the last couple of days. I don't freaking know. I mean, October, I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's like, who freaking cares if CNBC says it? There's the Cardano news. I found this one interesting. There's basically a lawsuit about to happen against Celsius, basically accusing them of being a Ponzi scheme. I've been calling Celsius and BlockFi and all these basically lending protocols Ponzi schemes for the last 6 months, to be honest with you. But that's kind of interesting. You're going to see a lot more of this stuff. This Alex Masensky, he's going to flee the country as soon as he can. I just don't think people are going to get their money back. Like I said, it really depends on the Bitcoin price. If we do go bullish, maybe people have a chance, but this guy was so reckless with everybody's money. I mean, he's basically like the kind of guy, you give him $50 and he takes it to the casino, he rolls the dice, and then he loses it all. That's what he did. Like, can you imagine? The guy has no banking background. He's just an IT guy. And he fucking starts a bank. And he just squanders everybody's money. I don't get how these smart guys were like putting people's money in Luna and UST, like Anchor Protocol, obvious freaking scams. So anyway, folks, yeah, that's interesting. We have a lawsuit against Celsius right now. There's also a lawsuit right now. I don't know where it is. I don't have it up, but there's a lawsuit against Solana as well. There's a class action, basically people calling that kind of a pump and dumper. Look at this ad right here. Beach photos for adults only. How the hell did I get that ad? Folks, this is a non-porn computer. The porn is on my laptop. God, they must know. Beach photos for adults only. Wow, I might check that out when I'm done this stream. That's interesting. Anyway, back to what the hell was I even talking about at this point? Oh, anyway, like and subscribe if you like my videos, folks. God, I completely lost my train of thought with this beach photo thing. Oh yeah, Solana's being sued. Basically, my warning for Solana is it's a great pump and dumper. It's all venture capitalists. You got Sam Bankman-Fried behind it. If we go bullish, folks, and Bitcoin goes back up to $25,000, $30,000, Solana's going to lead the altcoins, 100%. But it's also going to crash hard too. And the question is, what's going to happen when that blockchain finally goes down, Sam Bankman-Fried gets sick of it, and the venture capitalists get sick of it, and they all pull out. So unlike Cardano, where I have a long-term bag, I'm looking 3-4 years out, like next halvening, and then a year after the halvening when we hit the top. With Solana, I have no Solana right now, but I'm basically, if I can get some cheap Solana for like $25, $30, I might play around with it. I'm talking buy like $500 or $1,000 worth of it, but I just don't have a long-term outlook for it. And like I said, there's a class action against Solana. Keep in mind, it's completely centralized. It's very easy to sue. They have a corporate office. You know who's behind it. They have no intention of ever becoming decentralized. So it's just one of those risky altcoins that I don't think it's going to be popular the next bull run. I just really don't. I think it's going to be knocked out by the next bull run. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. All right, so let's see what happens this weekend. Stocks are up today. Bitcoin's up. I don't care. I basically think I mean, if I had to bet, I'd say we're probably going to get rejected at 22,000, but you have guys like Gareth Soloway saying we might hit 25,000. So be prepared for both. I don't even care what happens at this point. I mean, I'd like things to go bullish so I can take some profits, but it'll happen eventually. But if we get rejected at 22,000 and we just go right back down to like 19, I just think that's going to be pretty much it. Like if we get rejected at 22 and then we're like, we dump $1,000, I think there's no pumping. I mean, I think that's where we're going to be for the next couple of weeks. But eventually, folks, over the next 6 to 12 months, we have to get a pump. And Bitcoin probably will go back up to 30, 40, maybe even $50,000 and get everybody all excited again. CNBC's telling you should have bought the dip, which you should have, and everybody's great, and then we're going to get a big old dump again. So I'm basically looking for that. Now, what I'm really looking forward to is after the halving, when Bitcoin goes to $100,000, $150,000, Cardano hits $5 or $10, Theta hits $20 or $30. But that's a couple years away. So this is what we have to look forward to on the short term, if you're still in the markets and you're still following it. Let's hope for a little pump for Bitcoin, $25,000, $30,000 in the short term, and trade out of some of these altcoins and basically just look to buy cheaper. But there's no guarantee that's going to happen. We might be just hanging out at this level for the next 6 months. Who knows, folks? It's all up in the air right now. But like I said, Gareth Soloway, I do respect Gareth, and he's been right a lot. So that makes me have some hope that we could get a little bit of a pump back up to 25. Anyway, folks, have a good weekend. I'll probably do another video this weekend. Like and subscribe if you like my videos. There's no shilling here. There's no pumping here. I'm going to call it as I see it, and we're going to come out of this bear market on top. All right, have a good weekend.